gentlemen, if you are
Good afternoon and welcome everybody to McKie Field at Hayden Park on the campus of Miami University in Oxford, Ohio. It is the last home game of the season for the Miami RedHawks, who are experiencing a resurgent season and are looking to potentially win the regular season championship in the Mid-American Conference and potentially win the MAC tournament to make the NCAA tournament for the first time since 2005. It'll be one step closer to doing that with a win here today, looking to complete the sweep over the Akron Zips. Miami coming into today's ball game with a record of 29-20. They are 20-6 in MAC play this season, tied for Kent State for the best mark in the conference for the Zips of Akron. They're coming into today's game with a record of 16-33. They are 9-20 in conference play, looking very unlikely if they're not eliminated already from the MAC tournament in Avon in a couple weeks from now. This will be the last conference game of the season for Akron. Next week they get Mercyhurst at home to complete their season. On the mound for Miami, it is the lefty Hayden Cuthbertson, making his 16th appearance on the season, and his 8th start. Was the Friday starter to begin the season, was replaced about the beginning of conference play by Cooper Kasky, who's going to do an excellent job, but Cuthbertson getting the start today, coming into today's game with an ERA of 7.39, record of 2-2 in 28 innings pitched, has given up 30 hits and 23 runs on the season. The lefty with 14 walks and 32 strikeouts as well. Opponents hitting .273 against Cuthbertson. He's facing a Zip lineup that'll be led off by the left fielder Jack Poist, followed by the third baseman Max Bowman, and the DH Andrew Horvath hitting third. DHing today in the cleanup spot is Caden Matlin, the catcher for Akron. Hitting fifth, it is Austin Lafferty, the right fielder, followed by the second baseman, Charlie Shebler, the shortstop, Derek Achupinti, the first baseman, Jackson Frazier, and the center fielder, Will Heisler, completing the lineup for the Zips. Just about ready to go here at McKie Field. A little bit of a delayed start due to the Senior Day festivities today. 1:16, we are ready to go. Perfectly sunny day. Cuthbertson set. And the pitch is in for strike one to Poist. Miami looking for the sweep today. Won Friday's game 9-5, and won yesterday's game 8-5. 0-1 pitch, swung on and missed by Poist. And Cuthbertson already out to an 0-2 count. Looking for a strong start here in the top of the first. Very minimal wind so far. Perfectly sunny day here in Oxford. 0-2 pitch is low and outside for ball one. Breaking pitch from Cuthbertson. Lefty last through in Wednesday's game at Eastern Kentucky through 3 innings. Gave up no runs and no hits. 1-2. Swung on and fouled off by Poist. Count will remain the same. Very good outing for Cuthbertson last time. No walks, 5 strikeouts against the Colonels. And so far, off to a good start against the left fielder, Poist. Cuthbertson set, 1-2. Swung and fouled off down the first base line by Poist. Another slider there from Cuthbertson. He's gone there the past couple of pitches. Poist able to just get a little bit of metal on ball there to foul it off and stay alive. Normal infield positioning for the RedHawks. And the 1-2 is low and outside. Evens up the count at 2-2. Fastball there from the lefty. Two-two. Swung on towards the shortstop Baker, able to glove it, and throw to first is in time for out number 1. Good job there from Poist, able to stay alive on a couple pitches and able to get something in play, and a good job by the shortstop Baker, as we've seen all season long for Miami. Very solid defensively at shortstop. Brings up the third baseman Max Bowman. Bowman, a righty, facing a lefty Cuthbertson. First pitch to him, swung on and missed. Count will go to 0-1. Defensively for Miami is David Novak behind the dish. At first, Evan Applewick. At second, Buzzio. Baker at short. And at third base, the Indiana State transfer Dominic Krupinski. 0-1 pitch from Cuthbertson, swung on and skied into the outfield, splitting the left center gap. And the catch will be made by the center fielder, Anthony Zarlingo. And that brings us to our outfield positioning for Miami. As previously mentioned, Zarlingo in center, and left field, Ryan Novak, and in right, Dominic Magliacca. As the three-hole hitter DH Andrew Horvath steps up for the Zips. First pitch from Cuthbertson, skied. I don't think that's going to get out of the infield. Looks like Buzzio is climbing under it, able to make a last-second adjustment and make the catch. 1-2-3 inning for Cuthbertson. We are knotted up at 0 as we enter the bottom of the first. Stay tuned here on Red Hawk Radio. Bottom of the first here at McKie Field, still 0-0 after a 1-2 inning from 1-2-3 inning from Hayden and Cuthbertson to start off the game. Batting order for the RedHawks will be led off by the shortstop Dylan Baker, followed by a left fielder Ryan Novak. Anthony Zarlingo in the three-hole spot, hitting clean up the first baseman Evan Applewick, having a fantastic series so far, followed by David Novak, the catcher, Krupinski at third, Batisech at DH. Batting eighth, it'll be Magliacca, and the second baseman, Blake Buzzio, rounding out the order for the RedHawks. They will be facing a freshman righty, Landon Vandegrift, coming into today's game with an ERA of 12.91, a record of 1-3, making his 10th appearance and 7th start on the season, has given up 29 hits and 22 runs in 15 1/3 innings pitched. Vandergriff with 5 walks and 11 strikeouts on the year. First pitch to Baker, misses the zone. Count will go to 1-0. Opponents hitting .399 against the freshman righty. 1-0 pitch to Baker, misses low, and the count will go to 2-0. Baker having a really good season for the RedHawks. Been really hot lately, batting .351 coming into today's game. He chops that one down the third base line, just past the Miami dugout, and the count will go to 2-1. Baker slashing .351, .441, .681. Has been everything you could possibly ask for out of the leadoff batter. Probably provides a little bit of speed as well. 2-1 pitch, misses low. Count will go to 3-1. Vandergriff set, 3-1 pitch, misses high, and that'll be a leadoff walk for the shortstop Baker. First base runner of the game on for Miami. It brings up the left fielder Ryan Novak. Novak slashing .329, .495, .611 on the year. First pitch to him is inside for ball 1. Very good crowd on this Sunday afternoon, senior day today. I'd like to wish everyone a happy Mother's Day today as well. 1-0 pitch, swung on and grounded to second base for 1, but trouble getting the throw in and corralling it, the shortstop Achipinti. They're only able to get 1. They get the lead runner, but Novak able to safely advance to first. There'll be a runner on first and 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning for the 3-hole hitter Anthony Zarlingo. Zarlingo coming into today's game with a .333 average. Small lead at first for Novak. First pitch to Zarlingo, able to clip the outside part of the zone for strike 1. Vandergriff set and deals 0-1. That is clubbed into the outfield. That's going to hang up there a little bit too long, though, and the catch will be made by the center fielder Heisler. Able to get into the infield in time. Novak retreats back to first, and it'll be 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. That brings up the first baseman, Evan Applewick, having a tremendous series so far. Already has 8 RBIs in the series. Had 4 RBIs in Friday's game as well as yesterday's game. First pitch to him is outside for ball 1. I think you could reasonably expect the Zip pitchers today to try to pitch around Applewick if they can. I think this might be a situation where it warrants it. Pitcher goes back to first. Novak able to get back in time. Vandergriff set. Novak takes an extended lead. 1-0 pitch. Misses inside, and the count will go to 2-0. Defensively for Akron, it is Vandergriff pitching, Caden Matlin catching. At first it is Jackson Frazier. At second, Charlie Shebler. Short, Derek Achipinti. Third, Max Bowman. As Vandergriff able to find the zone there. Count goes to 2-1. Bowman at third. In the outfield going left to right, it is Jack Poist, Will Heisler, and Austin Lafferty. 2-1 from Vandegrift, misses low, and the count will go to 3-1. Miami looking for their second walk and second base runner on the game today. Looking to get on the scoreboard first here on this Sunday afternoon and send the seniors home winners. Vandegrift goes back to first. Novak able to get back in time again. Still a 3-1 count to the first baseman, Applewick. Vandegrift set, looks down, now up, runner goes. Pitch is able to find the zone for strike two, throw it down to second, not in time. It'll be a stolen base for Ryan Novak. So now a runner in scoring position for Applewick and could add to his already strong series so far. Payoff pitch coming from Vandegrift. Here it is. It misses low. Did he go? He did not. And it'll be a second walk on the day for Miami. That will bring up the catcher, David Novak. We'll have runners to work with on second and first. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. Miami looking to strike first. Novak coming into today's game, batting .298, on base .386, slugging .564. This has been a Miami lineup that has excelled all season long. That's 7 batters around the 300 mark. First pitch from Vandegrift misses low for ball 1. There, towards the top of the MAC in most hitting statistics. Average on base and slugging 1-0. That is chopped down the third base line and will be foul, even up the count at 1-1. Second baseman Shebler for Akron hanging around second base, trying to minimize the lead for Ryan Novak. Now retreats back to his position. Vandegrift set, 1-1. Swung on and missed by Novak. A really good breaking ball there from the righty Vandegrift. Novak was very much in front of that one, and now we'll have to protect with 2 strikes. Vandegrift looking to get out of the jam. 1-2 pitch, breaking ball again, chops towards the shortstop, and the flip to second base is in time. Miami leaves a couple on, and after the first, still knotted up at 0-0. It'll be 4-5-6 for the Zips right after this break. It is Miami Baseball on Red Hawk Radio. Top of the second here in Oxford, still knotted up, 0-0 in the last game of a 3-game set between the RedHawks of Miami and the Zips of Akron. Miami looking for the sweep and looking to maintain the pace with Kent State, the top of the MAC standings. It is Hayden Matlin leading off for Akron. First pitch from Cuthbertson, misses inside for ball 1. Very good start for Cuthbertson so far. Strong first inning. Zips went down in order. Cuthbertson starting to heat up again. 1-0 pitch, misses low for ball 2. For Cuthbertson, he was the Friday starter coming into the year. It had 4 or 5 very productive starts, then started to hit a little bit of a slump. That was when head coach Bryan Smiley made the switch to Cooper Katsky. 2-0 pitch, finds the zone for strike 1. And Katsky has excelled in that role of Friday starter since being named to that spot. It's a tough position for Cuthbertson to be in, but has really taken advantage of the bullpen opportunities since, as that is slugged on by Matlin, will be fouled off. Count evens up at 2-2. And in extended relief appearances, such as Wednesday at EKU, through 3 innings of shutout ball, didn't give up any hits either, and has a good opportunity to have a strong start today as that pitch misses outside and the count will run full. And as the RedHawks start to enter their most important games of the season, both next weekend at Ball State in the MAC tournament, after that, you need all of your pitchers to really step up. It'll be all hands on deck. Payoff pitch is swung on and fouled off by Matlin. Count will remain full. And Cuthbertson, one of the pitchers that could really, really make a name for himself and really help out this RedHawks squad in the upcoming weeks. Payoff pitch again. Swung on and skied by Matlin. I don't think that's going to get out of the infield. It might get out of play. Applewick under it and makes the catch. Applewick was starting to creep towards the wall down the right field line, but the wind started to take the ball and pushed it closer to the infield and in play. Applewick able to make the catch for out number 1, as that brings up the right fielder Austin Lafferty. First pitch from Cuthbertson misses high for ball 1. First pitch fastball there from the lefty Cuthbertson. Really comes in at a unique angle. Hides the ball very well for batters. Could be very tough. Breaking ball from Cuthbertson. Got Lafferty swinging. Swung right through it, and the count will even up at 1-1. I would say it's throwing motion and the fact that he is positioned towards the third base side of the rubber. As that pitch misses outside, count will go to 2-1. Can make it really, really challenging for right-handed batters picking up the baseball. 2-1. Swung on and popped up. Buzzio looks to be under it and will make the catch. Two up, 2 down for Cuthbertson. And that is 4 straight flyouts for the RedHawks. As that brings up the second baseman, Charlie Shebler. The second lefty in the lineup for the Zips today. It is Shebler and the leadoff man, Jack Poist, the only lefties in the lineup for the Zips today against the lefty Cuthbertson. First pitch from the lefty, swung on and crushed down the right field line, but foul. Pretty minimal wind so far today. Usually a windier ballpark here at McKie Field, but has not been the case so far today. 0-1 breaking ball, misses the zone. Count evens up at 1-1. Nearly got Shepler, started to back away, but was able to break enough to miss him. There is action in the Miami bullpen developing. There's a righty warming up. 1-1 from Cuthbertson, misses high. Count will go to 2-1. We'll see if it's a bullpen game type of day for the RedHawks today. It is looking like it. Pitch from Cuthbertson, chopped down the right field line, and foul. We'll even up the count at 2-2. Cuthbertson one pitch away from getting out of it. Zips still looking for their first base runner today. 2-2 count, 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. Still 0-0 between Akron and Miami. Pitch from Cuthbertson, breaking ball, just misses inside, and the count will run full. Cuthbertson thought he had it, and a few Miami infielders did too. Looked like Baker and Buzzio started to creep towards the Miami dugout, but home plate umpire Sam Wyckoff said it was a little bit inside. Payoff pitch. Breaking ball swung on and missed by Shebler. First strikeout on the day for Cuthbertson. Once again, it is a 1-2-3 inning for Miami. They will look to get on the board in the bottom half of the inning. Up next, after this quick break, Krupinski, Batisic, and Magliacca on deck. Bottom of the second here at McKie Field at Hayden Park. Still knotted up 0-0. And second inning of work for the freshman Landon Vandegrift for the Zips. He will be facing 6, 7, 8 for the RedHawks. Dominic Krupinski, the third baseman, will be leading things off. Krupinski, one of 3 lefties in the lineup. First pitch to him finds the zone for strike 1. Technically 4 if you include Anthony Zarlingo, the switch hitter. There'll be 2 lefties lead off for Miami, Krupinski and Batisic. 0-1 curveball from Vandegrift. Clips the outside part of the zone, and he'll go up 0-2 on Krupinski. Krupinski really turning things on lately, now up to 335 average on the year. As that pitch misses the zone, count will go to 1-2. Krupinski also with 477 on base and slugging 533 on the year. transfer from Indiana State, following his assistant coach Bryan Smiley here. That pitch hit him. Vandegrift was up 1-2, tried to throw that curveball again, and that one broke a little bit too much for Krupinski, was able to nick him. And once again, Miami will get the leadoff man on to start the inning. That will bring up the DH, Ty Batisech. Batisech transfer from Western Kentucky in his second season here in Oxford. Vandegrift goes back to first, check in on Krupinski. He's able to get back in time. Krupinski, 6 for 10 on stolen base attempts this season. It's a RedHawks squad that doesn't steal a lot, as the fewest stolen bases in the MAC, but has one today from Ryan Novak. First pitch misses from Vandegrift. Count will go to 1-0. Decent lead at first for Krupinski. Vandegrift goes. 1-0 is Sky, and that's going to get out of play, and the count will even up at 1-1. Crowd still filing in here at McKie Field. Very, very good crowd today. Perfect weather. Vandegrift back to first again. Krupinski gets back in time. It's been a busy day for the Akron first baseman Jackson Frazier. I've seen quite a few pickoff attempts already from the righty Vandegrift. And he goes back again. And once again, Krupinski able to get back in time. Unlike Major League Baseball, there is no limit in pickoff attempts in college baseball. 1-1, misses outside. The count will go to 2-1. And there have been moments this year where we have certainly seen pitchers take advantage of that unlimited rule. 2-1 pitch, breaking ball misses high, and it'll be a 3-1 count to Batisech. Batisech, one of the seniors honored today before the game. 3-1 pitch, misses high. And the first two batters will be on for the RedHawks. That brings up the center fielder, Dominic Magliacca. He'll have runners on second and first and no outs. Magliacca batting .200 coming into today's game. And a sacrifice very probable here. Squares around and misses for strike one. Very much seems like a sacrifice opportunity here for Magliacca and the RedHawks. Squares around again, drops one down the first base line. It'll be made by the first baseman, Frazier. Throw will be in time to get Magliacca, but he will get the job done. Runners will advance to second and third, and the crowd here certainly appreciates it. I'll bring up the bottom of the order for Miami, the second baseman, Blake Buzzio. We have seen Buzzio in the position that Magliacca is in quite a few times throughout the season, where he has to drop a sacrifice, and he's been very effective doing it. Now, they're setting him up for an opportunity to get a couple RBIs. First pitch from Vandegrift misses high for ball one. Buzzio has started 48 games so far for the RedHawks. That pitch misses low from Vandegrift. Count will go to 2-0. batting .258 on the year, on base .369, slugging .327. Has 30 RBIs on the year, has a chance to get some more. He slugs that one into center field. Catch is made by Heisler. The throw will not be in time to home, though, and it will be a sacrifice fly for Blake Buzzio. RedHawks on the board first, 1-0 Miami. There's a nice job there from Buzzio, able to get it past the infield and deep enough into the outfield for Krupinski to tag up and make it to home in time. Bassett remains at second, top of the order up for Miami. Baker slugs that one, gets past the shortstop. Bassett rounds third, heads towards home. Throw from left, not in time, and Miami will double their lead. They are now up 2-0. A hard hit ball there from Baker. Got past the shortstop, Achupinti. And Bassett with 2 outs was going anyway, got a great jump on it, and was able to get home in time. That will lead us to a meeting on the mound for Akron. Wonder if this will be it for Landon Vandegrift. And it will. He gets through 1 2/3. Gave up just 1 hit, but 2 runs. And it'll be a new pitcher for the Zips. We'll bring you the new pitcher after this. Miami looking to capitalize and get some more runs on the board in the bottom of the second. They are up 2-0 here on Red Hawk Radio. New pitcher for the Zips is number 8, Nathan Cura, the lefty with a 2.16 ERA on the season so far, making his 9th appearance, all in relief. Has thrown 8 1/3 innings so far this year. Has given up 9 hits and 2 runs. Has 5 walks and 5 strikeouts on the season so far. He'll be facing another lefty, the left fielder, Ryan Novak for Miami. RedHawks able to plate 2 across in the bottom of the second. Off the sac fly from Buzzio and single from Dylan Baker. He is at first, only base runner for Miami. First pitch to Novak in for strike 1. Novak 0 for 1 today. Kira set, looks at first a couple times, now deals 0-1. That is fouled off. And we'll bring the count to 0-2. Novak with 45 RBIs on the season. Something in the gap could raise that total. The Speedy Baker at first. Kira goes back to first base, throws it to Frazier to check in on Baker. He's able to get there with plenty of time. Kira set again. Baker goes. Pitches high. Throw down to second is not in time. Gets into the outfield. Baker will remain at second. Throw from Matlin getting past second base, but the center fielder Heisler able to clean it up. And the second stolen base on the day for Miami. Team that came into today's game with the fewest steals in the MAC. 1-2 to Novak as fouled off down the right field line. Count will remain the same. Miami already able to get one run across with 2 outs. Looking to add to that total here. Breaking pitch from Kira misses high, and the count evens up at 2-2. Kira 1 pitch away. 2-2 pitch. That ball hit well into right field, but will curve foul. Good contact from Novak there. Would have definitely brought Baker home from second as the right fielder Lafferty playing towards center field. 2-2 pitch from Kira misses outside, and the count will run full. Novak doing a really good job fighting off pitches, looking at balls, and staying in the at-bat after getting behind early. Payoff pitch. Swung on and dribbled down the first base line. Count will remain full. Zarlingo on deck for the RedHawks. Just have 1 hit today, but do have 2 runs. Kira goes back to second, check in on Baker. He's able to get back in time. Achupinti had to head over to second in to hurry. Baker dancing around when leading off. Evidently got the attention of Kira. Full count. That ball hit well into right field. And the catch is made by Lafferty. But RedHawks able to strike first. They get 2 across, and after 2, Miami up 2-0. This is Miami Baseball on RedHawk Radio. After 2, Miami up 2-0 over the Akron Zips. Able to get 2 across, sac fly from Blake Buzzio, and an RBI single from Dylan Baker to put the RedHawks on top. Cuthbertson remains in for the RedHawks, 27 pitches in. He will be facing the shortstop, Derek Achupinti, to start off the 3rd inning. First pitch from Cuthbertson is in for strike 1. First pitch fastball from the lefty. Zips still looking for their first base runner here in the series finale. 0-1 pitch from Cuthbertson is fouled off right behind home plate. Count will go to 0-2. Been very effective for Cuthbertson today. Has gotten most of his batters out early in the count and has gotten a lot of pop outs and flyouts so far. Just 1 strikeout on the day so far. 0-2 is outside for ball 1. Cuthbertson set and deals again. 1-2 pitch is upstairs. Now leave up the count at 2-2. Miami in the all-white uniforms. They got the pinstripe look today. Script Miami across the chest and red caps. 2-2 pitch. Inside and perhaps high as well. And the count will run full. Achupinti down 0-2, now able to fight back and make the count full. Has looked at 3 straight balls from Cuthbertson. Payoff pitch, swung on and missed. High fastball from Cuthbertson gets the job done, as now back-to-back strikeouts for the lefty. And that brings up the first baseman, Jackson Frazier, for the Zips, who sounds like has a congregation here. Loud cheer from the Akron side of the ballpark after his name was called. Frazier hovering over the plate. First pitch from Cuthbertson, swung on, fouled off behind home plate for strike 1. See how long Cuthbertson remains in. The pitch swung on and missed by Frazier. And the count will go to 0-2. Cuthbertson looking for his 3rd straight strikeout. He had 5 in 3 innings against Eastern Kentucky in his last appearance earlier this week. 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Down goes Frazier. Is 2 up, 2 down for Cuthbertson in the 3rd. Cuthbertson really on a roll now, brings up the bottom of the order for the Zips, the center fielder Will Heisler. Lefty on lefty matchup. First pitch from Cuthbertson, high and inside for ball 1. On the pregame sheet, Heisler was listed as a righty batter, but standing in the left-handed batter's box. That ball hit towards Buzzio, able to catch it on a fly. And another 3 up, 3 down inning for Cuthbertson. Akron still scoreless heading to the bottom of the 3rd. Miami looking to add to their totals, up 2-0 over Akron on Red Hawk Radio. It'll be the 3-hole hitter, center fielder Anthony Zarlingo leading things off for Miami. Coming off of 2 runs in the second. Miami out to a 2-0 lead as we enter the bottom of the third. Nathan Cura remains in for Akron. First pitch is Zarlingo. Zarlingo drops one down, creeping down the third base line. And play made by the catcher, Matlin, able to make a strong throw to the first baseman, Frazier, for out number 1. That was very close to working for Zarlingo. If he had just a little more on it, that would have been a base hit for the center fielder. But that one just dribbled out right in front of home plate. First pitch to Evan Applewick, breaking ball in for strike 1. Applewick with a walk in his last plate appearance. 0-1 pitch misses the zone. Count goes to 1-1. Cura set, deals. That pitch way upstairs, gets past the catcher Matlin, and brings the count to 2-1. Another curveball able to find the zone. To Applewick, brings the count to 2-2. Both the strikes from Cura to Applewick have been on that very slow curveball. And he tries to do it again, but misses outside, and that brings the count full. Cura, not the hardest thrower in the world, I'd say. Below average velocity college baseball, but very good breaking stuff. Drops the curveball again, and Applewick not able to resist enough. And that'll be 2 up, 2 down for Cura. That'll bring up the catcher, Novak. Novak 0 for 1 today. Grounded out to the shortstop, Achupinti. In his last at-bat, fouls that one off behind home plate for strike number 1. Shortstop, Achupinti, playing closer towards third. A wide gap between the shortstop and second baseman as he looks at a high pitch for ball 1. 1-1 from Cura. He is fouled off down the right field line. The count will go to 1-2. Been a much different inning for Akron pitching so far. Looking for their first 1-2-3 inning. Pitch, that one clubbed into the outfield and just able to get down. Not a hard hit ball there from Novak, but just able to get past the infield and land where the fielders aren't. The RedHawks will look to get another 2-out rally going here in the third. Dominic Krupinski now up for the RedHawks. Was hit in his last appearance. First pitch curveball from Cura finds the zone for strike 1. Cura certainly not afraid to throw that curveball. Has done it early and often so far today. That pitch misses outside. Count will go to 1-1. Frazier holding runner on at first. Pitch from Cura misses low and inside for ball 2. Novak not the speediest guy at first, small lead. Curveball from Cura finds the zone again. Evens up the count 2-2. Kira once again down to one more strike. Looking to get out of the inning with minimal damage done. 2-2. Curveball again. That one chopped past Kira. Throw from Achupinti. Not in time at first. It'll be an infield single for Krupinski. And we'll give runners on second and first for the DH Batistech. Miami just able to get on any way they can. Back-to-back singles for the RedHawks. Not the hardest hit balls in the world. Novak, a dying quail into center field, and Krupinski, an infield single that just bounced over Kira. First pitch to Batistech, in for strike one. First pitch fastball there from Kira. Batistech with a walk in his last plate appearance. That was in the second. That one past the infield. Novak rounding third, heading towards home. He will go in standing up. Krupinski will stay at third. It will be an RBI single for Batistech. There'll be runners on first and third for the right fielder, Magliacca. And Miami looking to extend their 3-0 lead. Magliacca with the sacrifice bunt in his last appearance. Looks at a high fastball for ball one. Small lead at first for Batistech. Same at third with Krupinski. Magliacca swung on and missed. Another fastball there from Kira. Little high, but Magliacca thought it was gettable. Swung right through it, and the count evens up at 1-1. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. RedHawks up 3-0 over Akron. Runner goes at first. Swung on and missed by Magliacca. Throw down to second. Bounces. Krupinski will slide into home, and Batistech will be tagged out. But the job will be done by Miami. They will get a run across. Krupinski able to cross home before Batistech was tagged out. So that play ended up working for Miami. After 3, Miami able to get 4 across. They're up 4-0 over Akron. Top of the 4th coming up after this quick break here on Red Hawk Radio. Top of the order up for the Zips of Akron. Top of the order in the top of the 4th. RedHawks up 4-0 over Akron. It will be Poist leading things off for the Zips. Poist turns around to bunt and pulls back and looks at strike one from Cuthbertson. Poist grounded out to the shortstop Baker to lead off the game. 0-1 from Cuthbertson. Finds the outside part of the zone on that slider. And the count will go to 0-2. Cuthbertson just rolling along. 3 strikeouts on the day, looking for his 4th. That one clubbed up the middle. Play made by Baker, and in time to Applewick for out number 1. That brings up the 3rd baseman, Bowman. Bowman flew out to the center fielder, Zarlingo, in his last at-bat. Cuthbertson 41 pitches in. 3 strikeouts on the day so far, has been as effective as you can be. First pitch from him is low for ball 1. Cuthbertson set 1-0. Swung on and missed by Bowman. Count evens up at 1-1. Wide gap up the middle of the field for Bowman. The shortstop Baker shifted slightly towards 3rd. 1-1 from Cuthbertson, finds the inside part of the zone. And the lefty up 1-2 on Bowman. One-two from Cuthbertson, swung on and missed by Bowman. Now 4 strikeouts on the day for Cuthbertson. That will bring up the DH, Andrew Horvath. Horvath flew out, or popped out to the 2nd baseman, Buzzio, in his last at-bat. That ended the 1st. First pitch from Cuthbertson. Finds the zone for strike 1. Cuthbertson has done a tremendous job today of getting ahead of the Akron batters. Been very efficient so far. 0-1 is fouled off behind home plate, and that will bring the count to 0-2. Cuthbertson ready to roll again. 0-2 pitch. Fouled off by the DH, Horvath. Still a packed crowd today at McKie Field watching their RedHawks. Pretty much perfect weather for it, too. Very sunny day today. Great weather. Really can't ask for anything more. 0-2. That ball chopped behind Cuthbertson. It'll be a tough play for Buzzio. Gets past him, and it will be an infield single for Horvath. Really not a ton you could do there if you're Miami. As a high chopper that got past Cuthbertson, it would have had to have been played on a short hop from the 2nd baseman, Buzzio, while running towards 3rd base. Would have been a tough throw to make as well. Buzzio not able to get it. Luckily, the shortstop Baker was there to clean it up. And Akron on that hit, able to get their first base runner on the day today. Brings up the catcher, Matlin. Matlin popped out to the first baseman, Applewick, in foul territory. Cuthbertson throws to first to check in on Horvath. A 3-step lead at first base. Matlin pops that one up out of play, and the count will go to 0-1. Action developing in the Miami bullpen. Looks like they have a lefty and righty warming up. A 1 pitch from Cuthbertson outside evens up the count at 1-1. Cuthbertson, ever since moving into the bullpen, has thrown about 3 or 4 innings mostly as he goes back to first. But obviously certainly capable of throwing more innings if needed. Trying to get through 4 here. 1-1 pitch to Matlin. Finds the zone. And Cuthbertson will go up 1-2. Cuthbertson 1 pitch away. 1-2 pitch is upstairs and evens up the count at 2-2. The right fielder Lafferty on deck for Akron. Should Matlin get on. 2-2 pitch is upstairs again. I'll run the count full. Akron looking for a 2-out rally of their own. Trying to dig into this 4-run Miami lead. Payoff pitch. That ball hit into the outfield. Zarlingo able to get a good break on it and able to make the catch. Akron able to get one on, but they leave him at first. Cuthbertson through 4, still scoreless. Miami up 4-0 as we enter the bottom of the 4th here on Red Hawk Radio. New pitcher for the Zips. It is the right-hander Jack Kelly coming into today's game with a 5.98 ERA. Has typically been the Sunday starter for Akron. Has made 10 starts on this season. Those have been all of his appearances. First pitch to Magliacca is fouled off for strike 1. As that is how we begin the bottom of the 4th. For Kelly, this is his 11th appearance, first in relief this season. Has thrown 46 2/3 as Magliacca swings and misses on that pitch. Count will go to 0-2. Kelly's given up 41 hits, 33 runs, all but 2 were earned. He's thrown 40 as that pitch misses the zone. Appeal down to first, says Magliocca did not go. He's thrown 26 walks, 42 strikeouts. Opponents are hitting .233 against the righty. He's up 1-2 on Magliocca. He hits that one well into left field, but is going to die into the glove of Poist for out number 1. That'll bring up the bottom of the order, the second baseman, Blake Buzzio for the RedHawks. Buzzio with the first RBI on the day in his last at-bat. Crushes that one down the third base line, but foul. Buzzio with a sac fly into center field. That was in the bottom of the second. That brought the first run across for Miami. And Dylan Baker, who was on deck, would get a hard hit single right after him. Buzzio fouls that one off behind home plate. Count will go to 0-2. Miami looking to get runs across for the third straight inning. Pitch to Buzzio, swung on and missed. It'll be the first strikeout on the day for Kelly. First strikeout for the RedHawks batting today. And it'll be 2 up, 2 down for Kelly. Brings up the top of the order, Dylan Baker for the RedHawks. The shortstop 1 for 1 today. RBI single in his last at bat. Looks at a first pitch ball. Baker with a walk and that RBI single, as mentioned before. 1-0 pitch outside. We'll go 2-0. Misses low from Kelly. It'll be a 3-0 count to Baker. Misses low, and it will be a 4-pitch walk for Baker, his second walk on the day today. RedHawks looking for their second straight 2-out rally. They got the first 2 batters out in the bottom of the third, Zarlingo and Applewick, but Miami able to get 2 across in the bottom of the third, looking to do the same here in the bottom of the fourth. First pitch, Ryan Novak hit well down the right field line, but foul for strike 1. That would have been just about perfect for the RedHawks, should that have been fair and gotten past the first baseman, Frazier, as the right fielder Lafferty against the lefty Novak, playing closer towards center and away from the right field line. 0-1 from Kelly. Finds the zone for strike 2. Kelly 1 pitch away. Akron desperately needs a 0 on the board. Goes back to first to check in on Baker. Baker 5 for 8 this season on stolen base attempts coming into today, but does have a stolen base today. Pitch swung on and missed by Novak on the high fastball. And that is how the fourth inning will end. RedHawks still up 4-0 over the Akron Zips. It'll be Lafferty, Shebler, and Achupinti due up for Akron. right after this break. RedHawks up 4-0 on Red Hawk Radio. After 4, RedHawks up 4-0 over the Akron Zips. It'll be Austin Lafferty, the right fielder, leading things off for Akron. And Hayden Cuthbertson remains in for the RedHawks. 55 pitches in through 4 innings. Has given up just 1 hit, no walks, 4 strikeouts on the day for the lefty. First pitch to Lafferty is inside for ball 1. Miami looking for the sweep and looking to maintain pace with Kent State. Both of those teams tied for first in the MAC standings as of last check. Kent State tied with Western Michigan 2-2 after 3. 1-0 pitch from Cuthbertson inside. Count will go to 2-0. Those two teams tied for first in the MAC standings. Miami took 2 out of 3 from Kent State about a month or so ago. 2-0 pitch. That one chops towards third. Krupinski able to glove it and throw it to first in time for out number 1. So you would assume Miami would have the tiebreaker over Kent State and earn the 1 seed in the MAC tournament should the season end right now. Both those teams are 1 game ahead of Ball State, and it's important to note because Miami will be heading to Muncie to take on the Cardinals next week. They're up 3-0 over Ohio after 3. First pitch from Cuthbertson to second baseman Shevler, in for strike 1. So that'll be a pretty massive series next weekend in Muncie. The top 2 seeds in the MAC will get a bye in the conference tournament as that pitch from Cuthbertson misses outside. Count will go to 1-1. Meanwhile, the 3 seed would have to play the 6th seed. Only the top 6 teams in the MAC make the conference tournament. That'll be a couple weeks in Avon. Pretty critical to get a top 2 seed. As Cuthbertson finds the zone again, count will go to 1-2. That would be 1 less game that you have to play and would able to save a few arms as well. Not test out your pitching depth as much as you would like. 1-2 pitch from Cuthbertson is outside, evens up the count at 2-2. And obviously it's a big series because you want to win the regular season championship. That'd be a pretty big accomplishment for this Miami program. 2-2 pitch from Cuthbertson, swung on and dribbled towards the third baseman Krupinski, able to make a running throw towards first base for out number 2. It's been a busy inning for Krupinski, back-to-back ground balls in his direction. That'll bring up the shortstop Occupanti. Acupenti struck out in his last at-bat to start off the top of the third. Cuthbertson looking to get him out again to end the top of the fifth and maintain this 4-0 Miami lead. First pitch to him is swung on and fouled off for strike number 1. Cuthbertson just cruising along. He's given up just one infield single today. 0-1 pitch misses low, and we'll go to 1-1. Cuthbertson from the stretch as he's been throwing all day. 1-1. Swung on and hit into left field. That will get down. He is past first, looking towards second. Novak having trouble with the ball. Gets it into the infield, but Acupenti will go into second, standing up. First extra base hit for the Zips today. We'll put a runner on scoring position for the first baseman, Jackson Frazier. Akron with their best opportunity yet to cut into this 4-0 Miami lead. Frazier 0 for 1 today, struck out in his last at-bat. Cuthbertson with his only real adversity that he's faced all day today. David Novak will take a timeout and talk to Cuthbertson on the mound. Some action in the Miami bullpen. You gotta wonder if the meeting has to deal partly with giving them more time to warm up. Cuthbertson 66 pitches in. Frazier set in, ready to go. Runner on second for Akron. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. First pitch to Frazier misses low for ball 1. Cuthbertson set, 1-0 pitch. Skied into the outfield. Should be an easy enough play for Magliocca and able to make it. Wind started to take the ball away from him, but Magliocca able to adjust and get a critical out. Akron still scoreless heading into the bottom of the 5th. RedHawks still up 4-0. It will be Zarlingo, Applewick, and Novak due up for the RedHawks after this break here on Red Hawk Radio. Bottom of the 5th here in Oxford. RedHawks up 4-0 over the Akron Zips. Jack Kelly remains in for Akron. He'll be facing Anthony Zarlingo, the center fielder, start off the bottom of the 5th inning. Zarlingo with an attempted bunt single in his last at bat. He swings on this time and hits it into center field, but the catch will be made by Heisler. That'll bring up the first baseman, Applewick. Applewick 0 for 1 today, has a walk in the 1st inning. Looks at a first pitch strike. First pitch fastball from Kelly. Finds the zone. Count goes to 0-1. And Kelly working quickly, but grounds that one right in front of the plate. And we'll go to 1-1. Mentioned it earlier, Applewick having a really awesome series this weekend. Had 4 RBIs in Friday's game and Saturday's game. So he looks at a high fastball. Count goes to 2-1. If he's able to get a couple more, could be talking contention for MAC Player of the Week. He pops that one up. I don't think that's going to get out of the field, and it'll be an easy catch for the 3rd baseman, Bowman. So 2 up, 2 down for Kelly in consecutive innings has given Akron stability at the mound, which they have desperately needed if they need to get back into this game. Bring up the catcher, David Novak. He clubs that one into the right center gap. That will one-hop the wall. Novak heading into second. He will stay there. It'll be a stand-up double for the catcher. Novak able to take advantage of the outside fastball, able to push it to the right center gap. If the wind was blowing out like it usually does here, that probably would have been out of here, but there's no wind today. Instead, he'll opt for a one-hop off the wall and a stand-up double. That'll bring up the 3rd baseman, Krupinski. Runner in scoring position for him, looking to extend this Miami lead. First pitch to him is outside for ball 1. Sounds like there is action in the Akron bullpen. My view is blocked from it as Krupinski swings and misses through the breaking pitch from Kelly, bringing the count to 1-1. But I did hear the glove popping in that direction. Runner on second, pitch from Kelly is high and outside for ball 2. Normal infield positioning for the Zips. Second baseman Shebler maybe slightly shifted towards first base. Krupinski bounces it right to the pitcher, Kelly. Underhands it to the first baseman, Frazier. And will get out of the mini jam. Novak able to get a double, but RedHawks leave him on after 5. Miami still up 4-0 over Akron. It'll be a bottom of the order due up for the Zips right after this break. It's Miami Baseball on Red Hawk Radio. The end of the road for the starter Hayden Cuthbertson through 5 innings of 2-hit, no-run ball, no walks, 4 strikeouts for the lefty. New pitcher for Miami is the righty Charlie Dyroff, the freshman from Hebron, Kentucky, went to Covington Catholic High School. His first pitch is in for a strike to the center fielder Hessler. Dyroff making his 14th appearance this season, all in relief, has an ERA of 5.06 and 21 1/3 innings pitched. As he misses that fastball high, evens up the count at 1-1. He's given up 19 hits, 12 runs, all were earned, has 3 walks, 13 strikeouts on the season. Opponents are hitting .247 against the righty. Heisler swings and misses through that pitch. And Dyroff up 1-2. Dyroff last pitched in Wednesday's game at Eastern Kentucky through 1 inning of no-run ball, gave up just 1 hit. Strike 3 from Dyroff, got Heisler looking. It'll be 1 up, 1 down. A strong start for the freshman. That will bring up the top of the order Poist for the Zips. Poist 0 for 2 today, grounded out to Baker at short in both his at-bats. First pitch to him is fouled off and will get out of here on the left side of the stadium, right over the concession stands. Dyroff, a very strong start to his outing today. Up 0-1 over Poist. Fires that one in as fouled off again. Count will go to 0-2. Seems like Dyroff has an extra gear with his fastball today. It's just jumping out of his hand. Scoreboard read 97 on that last pitch. I don't know if it was that fast, but it was certainly very fast. Another fastball misses low. Count will go to 1-2. That one read 95. Akron just 2 hits today. 2 base runners. Dyroff misses low and inside. Count evens up at 2-2. Akron pitching, especially Jack Kelly, has done their part the past couple innings. Offense needs to help him out. 2-2. Curveball fouled off right above the Miami dugout on the third base line. And Poist just able to stay in there and keep that bat alive. Two. Fastball got him swinging. Back-to-back strikeouts for Dyroff. And the Miami pitching keeps dominating. Bring up the third baseman Bowman for the Zips. Two outs here in the top of the 6th. Base is empty for Bowman. Akron looking to get something going. First pitch from Dyroff misses low for ball 1. Dyroff set. 1-0 count. Pitch. Fastball in. And that'll bring the count to 1-1. Dyroff with 2 strikeouts already, trying to strike out the side here. 1-1. Swung on and will split the third baseman and shortstop, get into the outfield. It'll be a 2-out single for Bowman. And Akron looking for that to be the hit that they need to get back into this game. as that will bring up the DH Horvath for the Zips. Horvath 1 for 2 today. Got the first hit for Akron in the 4th inning. First pitch to him is inside for ball 1. It was an infield chopper, got over the head of Hayden Cuthbertson and past the glove of the second baseman, Buzzio. Horvath looking to pass the baton on. Dieroff goes back to first, check in on Bowman, but he's able to get back. Dieroff 1-0, downstairs again for ball 2. Once again, very little to no wind here at McKie Field at Hayden Park. 2-0 pitch from Dieroff. Misses outside. Count will go to 3-0. Certainly appears that Dieroff has had trouble with runners on. 3-0. That misses low. It'll be a 4-pitch walk for Horvath. So now Akron with a couple runners on has their best opportunity yet to get onto the board. It will be Caden Malton. To keep the rally going for Akron. Matlin 0 for 2 today. Popped out to the first baseman Applewick and flew out to the center fielder Zarlingo in his last at-bat. That ended the top of the 4th. Dieroff looking to get him out the end of top of the 6th here. Looks back to second, now towards home. First pitch is hit well into right field, and the catch will be made by Magliacca. Akron able to get a couple on, but they leave them both stranded. Miami able to get out of it. Still up 4-0 entering the bottom of the 6th. It'll be 7, 8, 9 due up for the RedHawks after this quick break here on Red Hawk Radio. You guys missed all the scoring. What? What? Yeah, I saw it. Has anybody said anything? Why? I think he was towards his pitch limit. They just moved him to the bullpen, so I don't think they want to throw him too much. They got some important games next weekend, the weekend after. Yeah. He was the Friday starter. He was the Friday starter to start, and then they took him out. He had a couple bad starts. Uh, Cooper Katsky. He's a transfer from Indiana. He's pretty good. He's done well. He didn't play. Yeah, that was 2 years ago. Are they? They should be. I think they're 1 win away. this is not.
And from Hayden, love you, Mom. Thank you for everything. We'd also like to thank the Miami concession and Mikey and the grounds crew for their hard work all season long. Thanks for the great 2025 season. Beacon Orthopedics and TriHealth treat the largest number of high school, college, and pro athletes in the tri-state area. From surgeries and physical therapy to orthopedic urgent care and Saturday morning injury clinics, our specialists will get you back in the game on your schedule. Thank you for the amazing team of doctors and certified athletic trainers for the amazing service they provide Miami student athletes and the community. Whether it is the game of life or on the field, Beacon Orthopedics and TriHealth are your healthcare partners throughout it all. Visit beaconortho.com or trihealth.com for more details on how they can help you. Be sure to stick around after the game as we open up the field for kids to run the bases. Miami University Athletics would like to thank Adidas as the official supplier and outfitter